Through the delicate lace curtains, the golden hues of the setting sun painted intricate patterns on the wooden floor of the living room. The air was thick with the quiet hum of an impending revelation. Tigery Taylor sat curled on the couch, her legs tucked beneath her, a plush throw draped over her lap. In her hands she cradled a book, one that had transformed from an object of curiosity to a sacred guide over the past few months. The Quran. Her fingertips traced the elegant gold-embossed letters on its cover, feeling their weight not just physically but spiritually. This was no impulsive decision, no whim of fleeting fascination. Her journey had been one of solitude, reflection, deep questioning, and nights spent in silent meditation. But now, in the gentle embrace of dusk, she was ready. Before her, the unblinking eye of a camera recorded every breath, every movement. The small red light flickered, signaling the moment had arrived. She inhaled deeply, smoothing the fabric of her dress, before lifting her gaze to meet the lens. "Today I want to share something deeply personal," she began, her voice steady, yet tinged with emotion. "This journey has been one of love, discovery, and profound learning. After much contemplation, education, and soul-searching, I have made a decision. I have embraced Islam." The words, though foreign not long ago, felt like they had been waiting inside her, waiting for this very moment to be spoken aloud. She let the memory wash over her, who she had been before this path unfolded. Religion had always been a distant concept, something acknowledged but never explored. She believed in kindness, in love, in the grand design of the universe, but faith in a structured form had never been a part of her life. Until she met Adnan Abdul Fata. Millions had witnessed their love story play out on screens, dissected their every glance, questioned their every choice. Their relationship had been a spectacle, a subject of endless debates and scrutiny. Yet, beyond the artificial constructs of reality television, away from the staged conflicts and scripted drama, theirs had been a love rooted in understanding. Adnan had never tried to change her, never pressured her into anything. His faith was not something he wielded, it was something he lived. In the way he spoke, in the way he carried himself, in the quiet patience he exhibited even in the most trying moments. It was a part of him woven seamlessly into the fabric of his existence. And she had found herself drawn to it. At first it was simple curiosity. She would ask him about Ramadan, about the significance of his daily prayers, about the meaning of certain Arabic words she overheard in his conversations with family. But curiosity evolved into something deeper, something undeniable. She still remembered the first time she stepped into a mosque. Anxiety had gripped her, uncertainty weighing heavy on her shoulders. Did she belong here? Should she even be here? But the moment she crossed the threshold, an inexplicable peace washed over her. The gentle murmur of the Quran being recited in the distance, the rhythmic rise and fall of Arabic verses, the stillness of the space, it resonated within her in ways she couldn't yet understand. And in that silence, something within her shifted. From that day forward, she sought knowledge with an insatiable hunger. She read, she listened, she questioned. She attended lectures, engaged with scholars, and immersed herself in discussions that challenged and enlightened her. What had begun as an academic pursuit became an emotional awakening, a spiritual homecoming. And now here she was, ready to step into the next chapter of her life. Looking into the camera, she felt a surge of strength. This was not about public perception. It was not about Adnan. It was about her. About the connection she had found, the peace she had embraced. With a final, steady breath, she smiled softly. This is my journey. My choice. My faith. Day by day, her heart had quietly opened, embracing something new, something profound. And now at last she spoke it aloud. She turned to her right, where Adnan sat beside her, his deep black eyes gleaming with emotion. He had known this moment was coming, had felt it approaching in the shifts of her thoughts and the quiet certainty in her gaze. Yet hearing the words spoken aloud still stirred something in him, something neither of them had fully anticipated. "Alhamdulillah," he murmured, his voice rich with reverence and feeling. "Tigerlily, you truly deserve to feel proud. Islam is about love, peace and knowledge, and I know you have accepted it with all your heart." His sincerity was unwavering, and the weight of the moment pressed against her chest, thick with meaning. Her throat tightened, emotions swelling within her. Wordlessly, she reached out and intertwined her fingers with his, their warmth meeting in silent understanding. "I know," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "And for me that means everything." For a long while they simply sat there, letting the enormity of it all settle around them. The world outside seemed to fade away, leaving only the two of them and the quiet promise of a new path ahead. Then, with a gentle smile, Adnan reached behind him and retrieved a small, carefully wrapped box. Holding it out to her, his expression was a blend of anticipation and tenderness. "I wanted to give you something." She arched a playful eyebrow, a hint of lightness breaking through the deep emotions of the moment. "A gift? On what occasion?" The golden ribbon unfurled with a gentle tug, its silky texture slipping effortlessly between her fingers. Beneath the delicate layers of tissue paper lay a masterpiece, a silk headscarf embroidered with intricate floral motifs, shimmering under the soft glow of the evening light. Tigerlily inhaled sharply, her fingertips grazing the fabric with reverence. The craftsmanship was exquisite, the colors vivid yet harmonious, as if whispering a silent promise of elegance and grace. She swallowed, overwhelmed by the gesture. "It's beautiful," she murmured, her voice barely above a whisper. Adnan, standing beside her with his usual calm composure, smiled warmly. "I thought you might like it," he said, his words carefully chosen as always. "Wear it when you feel ready, if ever. No pressure. This is your journey, and I am here to support you every step of the way." Something constricted in her throat, not from doubt but from the sheer weight of the moment. He had always been precise, thoughtful, never imposing, only offering. That made the choice feel even more significant. She nodded, unable to find words that could capture the depth of her emotions. Later that evening she sat alone in their dimly lit bedroom, her phone resting heavily in her palm. The decision loomed over her, not as a burden but as a defining moment,